You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Guys, I'm serious now. I'm having a really bad problem with this burping right now.
This is the part of the podcast where John brags about how much better he's doing than the rest of us.
No, okay.
When did Pop-tarts become breakfast Oreos?
Yeah,
you should
I'll tell
definitely not take any of the shots because you'll miss Wayne Gretzky.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 254. Matt's trying to phase me, but he can't because I'm cool as ice. I'm cool as the cucumber ice. I'm joined by my co-hosts. I'm John Rowe, your host, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt Haig.
And the prolific TJ May.
Hashtag Matt Haig.
I don't even,
Hashtag
what does
save the Mats.
prolific even mean?
I don't know.
It means
You're like,
you make a lot
I
of
don't
shit.
freaking know.
you're professional lific.
You create a lot of things.
Yes.
Like
no,
you've created a lot of children, so you're prolific in that regard.
yeah, that's true, TJ. You got
I
us
was only
beat.
half there for it.
Oh, well, that's true. That's only half your handiwork. I am prolific at burping, but that may all be done by now. Because I made poor decisions for my body health and went to the grocery store and I was like, what am I going to have for dinner? Because it's going to be a fucking blizzard tomorrow. So I'm going to have groceries here to make something tomorrow night and possibly Saturday just because I won't want to leave if it's like snowing and icy.
So you got Oreos and peanut butter, right?
No. So I was like, what am I going to have for dinner? I got a bunch of stuff. I got some carrots. I got some hummus, which actually I got the super spicy kind, which isn't the kind I wanted. And I thought I grabbed the other kind. So whatever, I'll eat it. I like spicy stuff. And then, so this is John's grocery haul video. So let's start that.
Let me play the theme for that.
I got myself, no. So I went to the hot bar. Because, of course, that's what you do. And I got chicken strips. This is, like, my poor life decisions in a, like, box. Because it was, like, $6.99 a pound for the hot bar. And there was, like, fried chicken. There was grilled chicken. There was chicken strips. There was cheese
Gumbo
curds.
chicken. Shrimp chicken a la king.
There's everything. There's onion rings and cheese curds and like a vegetable thing, mashed potatoes, gravy, like everything you can imagine. Mac and cheese and barbecue ribs. And what did I get?
All of it?
I got all of the bad things for you in that. I got the mac and cheese, which wasn't very good. I didn't think it would be, but you never know. Just a little bit. I wanted to taste. I got 2 chicken strips, which was too much. Because they were huge, and then I got a barbecue, and then I got like a little dash of onion rings on top, and some cheese curds. So basically, I'm just burping up like a bar food.
I don't remember the last time I bought
Okay.
anything from a hot bar at a grocery store, unless if soup counts, and if it does, that was a year and a half ago.
Oh, I'm surprised you have it down to the science that you have it down to.
With the amount of stuff you said you got,
Yeah.
what did you get? What, about a pound 6?
Ah, yes. So
1.6 pounds?
it came out to be almost exactly $10. So that is not a pound 6, but
Pound 3.
pound 3. Yeah. So not bad. I didn't get a ton. I just got like a lot of little things to get variety because I can never just get one thing.
That's what I usually end up doing at Taco Bell, and then I
drank
$11 worth of stuff.
Yeah, exactly. And I drank a Diet Pepsi, which is probably what's causing all the burping. So that's my
to get back on the healthy eating train, and it's a struggle.
I am telling myself that I will be doing healthy things when it's nice enough out for me to work out outside.
Yeah.
So I much
I was
prefer
working
walking.
on that play, and then like I was spending so much time doing that all my habits went to shit. So I wasn't sleeping. I wasn't eating. I was just eating like Taco Bell and McDonald's every day and feeling like a garbage pile. So now that that's like over, I'm trying to get back on the horse and start eating well and exercising and sleeping and all that stuff again.
Yeah, I ate healthy for lunch. No, not really. I went to an Italian deli for lunch. But I got a turkey and lettuce and Swiss sub. And instead of a pasta salad, I got the garden salad, which is broccoli and olives and stuff. So I actually ate a decent lunch today. Which is why I was allowed to
minute rice and tuna fish with sriracha.
That is what a person who has no money eats, Matt. I guess you're shelling it all out to the Vive, huh?
Yeah. I've almost got it paid off after a year.
Nice. I had to pay off a wedding ring or an engagement ring that I'm still paying off. I did the same thing you did, though, Matt. Interest-free credit card for a year. As long as you pay it off in a year, no interest.
So my interest-free stuff got screwed up.
Oh, no.
Because it was supposed to be a year without interest, but then last November or whatever, I bought this monitor. And since that wasn't as much, that was like 6 months without interest. Or like a couple months. So when that expired, then I started accruing interest on the Vive purchase too.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a mistake or what, but
Matt?
I'm going to have a little bit of bonus paycheck coming in from the Play money. So
nice.
I'm like, I can pay off my Vive, but I kind of like this guitar. So
yeah.
It's a struggle. It's a real struggle.
Matt, I just want to say, a year without interest. That is also the title of John's sophomore year of college in terms of the ladies. A year without interest. That's like what you could call that.
The first 3 years of my college experience.
I think of that year very unfondly. I know on this podcast we've talked about Adam with his despair year that he had. That he'll talk about, like, where he was in that apartment and he had lost his job and he had, like, owed... And then all of his college loans started coming due, so he basically had, like, no money and, like, lived in an apartment with no job and, like, had no money to buy food. So it was just, like... I mean, I just imagine that being, like a Crime and Punishment. Like, just... when he's just living alone in his apartment with nothing to do and just the Soviet Russia era, like, communist, like, flats. But no, I had a ponytail and I played probably about 20 or 30 hours of World of Warcraft a week, so... No, it was perfectly timed, Matt. Thank you. No, but, yeah, that was the year in which I did nothing. That was actually Adam's despair year as well, because he...
There was enough despair to go around.
No, but partially the despair was because none of his friends hung out with him. Because he fucking never initiates contact as a friend. I love Adam. He's my best friend. But he will never email you to talk to you or anything. You have to initiate the conversation every time. So when I was playing World of Warcraft, I didn't ever talk to him because I was so busy with that. And then, so I feel like I'm partially responsible for Adam's despair year. So I apologize.
Well, you'll forgive yourself eventually.
Matt, do you want a really sad financial thing that you want to hear about? My dad sent
here's
me...
a theme for that.
My dad sent me a thing saying, here's how much I'm turning ad block. I'm keeping ad blocker on. Fuck you, CNBC, you piece of shit. Your website telling me to turn my ad blocker off.
All right.
No, he said, here's how much money you should have saved at every age. Is the article he sent me. And he knows how much I have saved because this last weekend he came up here.
If it's anything more than $0, I'm way behind.
And I went over budgeting. And I was like... I've got this much saved, like enough for 3 months paying for expenses if I lose my job. And all that over that, I want to start investing. So I actually started throwing some money in some fancy stocks. So I'm earning money. I'm up $1.50 a weekend now, so it's pretty sweet. Not very much money, but I'll put more in there. This is crazy. So it's saying Americans are falling short. Nearly 70% of adults have less than $1,000 in their savings account.
That's me.
That's so little. Matt, you got to fix that. I have many, many, many more times that, but not nearly enough according to this thing. So they're saying aim to save 25% of your overall gross pay. That is a combination of 401k withholdings, matching funds from your employer, blah, blah, blah.
Well, I've got a 401k. I just have no idea what's in it.
Oh, that's good. By age 30, here it is. I'm 31, turning 32. Have the equivalent of an annual salary, a year's annual salary in savings.
That
I don't.
is nope.
Oh, never mind. I have this.
This is the part of the podcast where John brags about how much better he's doing than the rest of us.
No, okay. So I thought like this was how much you have in savings, but this says including retirement accounts and stuff. So like, yeah, with my 401k, I have a year's salary saved. But check this out, Matt.
I still don't.
No, check this out, Matt. By age 35, have twice your annual salary saved. Yeah, that's not happening in 3 years for me.
All I have to
like,
do is
what?
quit my job so that my annual salary is 0. And then that'll be super easy.
That's true. Matt, you hacked it.
Like,
Hashtag hack the
system.
economy. Hack the economy.
Menu. The economic menu.
No, I just got really interested because I'm gonna have to buy a house eventually and all that. I'm getting married, so I gotta get like my shit together.
I'm gonna throw in an app plug.
Okay.
Mint.
Yep.
By into it, it like automatically plugs into your bank accounts and tracks like what you're spending by category, and just like having that keep track of what I'm doing has really kind of made me more aware of what I'm spending on frivolous crap.
It's actually kind of interesting. I use the exact same app, and I've been using that for a while, which is really awesome because like literally it takes all of your banks together and it's like, here is how much money you have, here's how much you owe, here's how much student loans you have, here's how much money you have saved in your,
and it's like this is how
401k.
much of your budget should go to rent. This is how much should go to food.
And it actually lets you budget. So right now I can tell I am currently under $300 under my February budget. So I'm doing pretty well this month, which is pretty awesome. Although that's without my $170 student loan put in. So that's going in. So I got to keep an eye out for that. But it like auto categorizes all your stuff and it's really cool. I'm a huge fan of Mint as an app for keeping
flavor.
your banks. I like the flavor Mint. I like the flavor Flav. All right, I'm done. Oh, no wonder I couldn't hear any of you guys. Jesus. All right, when I was playing Flash games, I had turned the audio down on Chrome, and it ruined. Uh-oh. TJ thinks he's muted, but he's
Child invasion.
I'm not. Okay, sorry. I had a kid. I thought I muted myself on.
I had a kid. Yeah, we know, TJ. Stop bragging.
Well, I got cats. So
oh shit! Did I get paid today?
I've got enough kids for the.
Stop bragging, John.
I'm sorry. Speaking of Mint, it just sent. Oh, well, here's another Mint app update. Is that I just got an email saying, "Cha-ching! You just received a large deposit, and it's my paycheck, my bi-monthly paycheck or bi-weekly paycheck." So
nice.
I did just get paid, which means my credit card's about to get paid off. Hooray! That money all goes away. Anyway, so money, money, money. Right,
That
right.
was ruined
Matt?
for me.
Money makes the world go round. You stupid clown.
Get that paper.
Exactly. Thank you, lady from Game Crazy. TJ,
Yes.
How's Game Crazy going?
It's crazy.
That's the store that TJ works at, just for
Yeah.
for purposes of protecting TJ from any liability.
No, they don't care. I can talk about things.
You can talk about things, okay?
I can talk about things.
Hypothetically, talk about things. No, what's going on with TJ's life?
I'm awake. I'm alive. There's a song that continues on with that, but no, things are going well. I had a temporary illness last week that I got over pretty quickly, which is nice. But
what was that?
well, I just was congested for our Amazon expedition last week, and and I just like way too much Mucinex and way too much tea. I got over it in about 2 days. It was nice.
Well, it doesn't sound like too much. It sounds like just the right amount.
Exactly enough.
Just enough.
A nice big glass of Hibernal.
But tonight I actually got around to attempting to play a 4-player game with my 3 children.
Oh
That was
boy.
a lovely, lovely experience.
Okay.
So a couple weeks ago, I don't know if I mentioned it on the podcast, but I talked about I was playing Lovers in a Dangerous Space-Time, which I was playing by myself. You basically operate a circular spaceship where one piece at a time you can either, move the spaceship, shoot from one of 4 directions, activate your kill everything laser, use your map, use your shield, whatever. But the game is playable 4-player co-op. So I got the 3 spawnlings on this thing, and I could definitely tell you it's quite difficult when you have a team that doesn't know which direction left is.
It does sound difficult. Like as
Hold up their hands, and one makes the L.
My
They
dad
both
would call
make an
that
L.
herding. It's like herding cats. It just does not work.
Yep.
I've seen this game played. It does look really cool, actually. Like
It's a lot of fun. Absolutely a blast.
a
Really
real
enjoy
good.
it. Now, if you're playing single player, you do get an animal buddy. You get to just at least send to different stations, and then he'll just do what he needs to do.
Yeah.
But co-op is definitely where it's at. That's where everything goes crazy, and someone usually ends up being makeshift captain, and you just have to do what you can to survive as a team.
Yeah. That's actually a pretty cool, like, the idea is, just, I don't know, the manic, like, everyone man a station or under. I feel like there's a lot of, like, couch co-op games that kind of run that way, too. Like multiplayer ones where you have, like, 2 I feel like there's another one I saw. It was, like, they were, like, you're, like, Vikings, and then and you had, like, a giant mech that you were, like, controlling. I don't remember. But each had to, like, control stations and fight each other. It seems like this game would be relationship ruining, possibly, if it went poorly.
Yeah. And we're not very far, but I'm already seeing the tension. And mostly because they're fighting over which stations they want to be on. No, you gotta be the shield, and I get to be the gun this time. No.
It's kind of one of those things, yeah. You just gotta be like, we gotta learn this. Teamwork.
Yep.
Teamwork makes the dream work, huh? Anyway, supposedly it's a pretty fun 2-player game. Okay, cool. Matt, what about you? What have you been doing?
More Witness. So much Witness. All of the Witness.
Witless Witness?
Witless Witness.
Mm-hmm.
And, I solved some puzzles, and that led to more puzzles, and then I solved those puzzles, and then there were more puzzles after that. And that's the Witness.
And you didn't, have you cheated yet on the Witness?
No, not yet.
Really?
Yeah.
I couldn't stop myself from cheating.
I feel like I'm pretty close. Well, I'm close to whatever happens when you set off all the lasers. So I don't know how much
Okay.
game there is after that, or if that's just like
I think
the
there's
end game.
quite a bit after that, actually.
Oh, nice. That's good because I don't want to run out.
I didn't really cheat until I got to the point where, so I had a really hard time in the zone where you're in the desert and you're looking at the little wagon wheel type puzzles.
Oh,
Matt, remember
yeah, I
that part?
haven't done that one yet, so don't spoil it for me.
Oh, so you don't even know.
No.
I'll just say that it involves some like visual cues that I feel like my monitor or like my like I don't know, something to do with I was just not able to like detect it with my eyes very well. Like I knew what I was supposed to be doing, but I couldn't see it very well. I don't know if I need to fuck with my settings, but yeah, I had to look that up because I was just like, I'm never gonna figure this out because I can't see. I know what I'm supposed to be looking for, but I can't see it. Like I don't know. So.
Yeah,
That's
I
a nice
started playing
game
it
you're playing
recently.
there, John.
My screen share gave me away, huh?
Yeah. How is that? That is like an exact ripoff of
It is
Monument Valley.
exactly Monument Valley.
How is
and,
that
like,
even allowed? I guess if it's Flash, it can just be
it's
thrown
free.
up anywhere.
Yeah. Well, the guy actually responded to a bunch of people's comments below saying like, "Hey, this is I don't know whether to give this 1 star or 5 stars. Like I hate it, but I love Monument Valley, but you guys totally ripped them off." And the guy's like, "That's how we felt too. We just wanted more levels, so we really like the design, so we built it." I'm like, "All right." They're not charging for it, so
Yeah.
I'm sure there's an iOS version though of it that has like in-app purchases and stuff that they are charging
What's
for.
it called?
Hmm.
Monument Schmally?
No. Let me get it. It is Evo Explorers on congregate.com.
All right.
Yep. I've been getting back into Flash games pretty big. I don't know
didn't
why.
that Flash was still around.
It isn't. They have like a big banner on their website saying like Chrome is automatically disabling Flash. Please enable for full features.
Yeah.
And
Can you imagine one day when we have to download Flash emulators?
I know, right? It's like I want to play these sick ass Flash games. I get download an emulator. I actually have,
I
I
want
think,
to watch some
Flash
stick
games.
fight animations.
Oh, dude.
Oh, the chows, yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah, man.
Oh.
That was my jam. Yeah, I watched all of them. Fuck. All right, Minta signed me out.
Still a big.
TJ's a robot.
Oh man, that was a. That's.
Go into the light line.
That's okay. TJ, you're gonna need to
Really?
repeat that. Oh, I think he's dead.
What's
I
the
think
little
he
girl
broke.
from the Poltergeist movie's name?
I don't know. There.
Carol Ann. Carol Ann. Go into the light, Carol Ann.
TJ, are you still robot-y?
Have you tried
think he's
turning it
gone.
off and on again?
I think he's gone into another dimension. So let's move on. Oh, that noise. Matt, do you know a crazy thing about this noise?
That it was completely unnecessary.
Correct. Oh my god. I'd like it was you could go in to the settings and turn it off. And I remember learning that because I remember as a child, I don't know if you had this, but there's one computer and we had dial-up.
Yeah.
And I wanted to play like Counter-Strike 1.6, and it was like, 1 o'clock in the morning, and I would go upstairs, and it was across the hall from my parents' room, so I had to like connect to the internet and then like put a fucking pillow over the like computer area to muffle the sound. And then whatever. And then I learned that you didn't need to have that noise to connect. And I was like, what? And so I disabled it. And then I was like, I don't like it when there's no noise, though. I like the noise.
The noise
Which is kind of why it existed. Yeah. And TJ fully dropped.
Yeah, he's totally gone. He's gone.
It says
forever.
we're off air, Matt.
That's because I don't broadcast through that.
We're Twitch, baby. We're not too hot for Twitch. We only talk about things that are too hot for Twitch. How are things? Well, I don't want to talk about stuff that I want to talk about with TJ being present. Like my buying an Xbox 360. Matt.
Yeah.
Do you have a Soda Stream?
I don't.
Oh, it's awesome.
I can imagine, but I wouldn't be able to control myself is the problem.
Freshly made ginger ale. No, I know. I had gotten this probably like 4 or 5 years ago, and Lauren got it for me for my birthday or something, and because I love soda, and I had like not replaced the tanks in it for like probably 8 months after we moved, so I just haven't used it in so long, and I threw out all the little SodaStream syrups and everything when we moved because they were kind of expired. And so now that we were at a new place, I was like, you know what? And so it was nice out Saturday. So I was like, let's go to the store. And we went to Bed Bath & Beyond, and I replaced my tank. So now I got that, and I got some flavors. I've tried the Diet Ginger Ale and the Diet Lemon Lime, and those are both pretty good so far. I mixed a bunch of drinks last weekend. I got hammered hanging out by myself, which is a tradition for me every weekend. I feel like I've gotten into drinking alone. I don't know what that says about me, but it's a Norwegian in me, maybe. The Scandinavian. I need to drink alone and feel sad. No, but I made Tom Collins's. You ever had Tom Collins?
I think I have. What's that? That's gin and...
Yep. It's like one of those old-fashioned-y, old-timey drinks that people are like, I've heard of it.
It's
What's
got
in
one of those origin stories, like, it got the name from, you would be like, looking for a speakeasy, and you'd be like, so, do you know Tom Collins? Oh, yeah, I know Tom Collins. He's down the street.
I like Tom Collins. I've made a bunch. My parents got me a bunch of, like, liquor cabinet essentials for Christmas, like, and like some stuff. Like, they just got me some fancy like syrups, like simple syrups, and like different like mixer type things so I could make drinks. And so I had the ingredients for Tom Collins, which is equal parts. Well, it's 1 part sugar syrup, simple syrup, 1 part lemon juice, and 2 parts gin, shaken with ice in a cocktail shaker, and then poured into a highball glass with ice. And you could throw a lime or a lemon wedge in there. It's basically just gin and lemonade. It's like a vodka lemonade with gin. This is Tom Collins, and it's delicious.
See, I'm not a big gin fan.
I am a humongous gin fan.
Handle it.
I bought gin at Costco, a giant bottle for like $18, and it's pretty good gin. I love gin.
I'm a bourbon and beer kind of guy.
I like bourbon and beer. TJ, what's your favorite liquor?
I'm an amaretto kind of guy.
Amaretto. I have amaretto. I don't know if I can drink it though.
I don't do it straight. I do amaretto sours.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah.
Getting tipsy on an amaretto sour.
Sipping on some syrup.
Sipping on some scissor.
Simple syrup.
Some simple syrup. TJ attempted to play The Witness apparently as well. How'd that go?
Yeah. Depending on how much graphics are showing up, even on the lowest setting, sometimes it would break down to about 8 to 10 frames per second.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
So, I mean, puzzles go fine and are smooth, but my computer just can't handle it.
Yeah.
It needs to be taken out bat and shot about 5 or 6 times.
Well, I've noticed, like, it screws with my audio crackles and stuff a lot. So I think it's just one of those things where when it's a small indie team, they don't put a lot of time into optimization, and I think it's using a lot more system resources than it probably should.
Yeah. Well, when you hear about like how Jonathan Blow created The Witness, he, I think they said the game was 100% built without the graphics first. So I'll bet there's like a super like not graphically intensive version of that game that like existed at one point, but they layered the graphics on that game. I know it's like a year old. That game is gorgeous.
Yeah, it's so pretty.
I'm a big fan of the way that game looks. So
it's colorful and stupendous, and the world is beautiful. It's hard to see on my monitors.
It's too beautiful for TJ's world.
My world of low res and low graphics.
Yeah, well, I just wanted to know if you had a chance to play it. So it sounds like that one's above the bar of what TJ can handle.
I've got about an hour into it so far.
Okay.
So I'm handling it. I'm now just at a point where I did some of the puzzles by the apple trees, and I don't know where to go next.
You can kind of go anywhere, is the idea.
Yeah, I know.
And do some stuff. TJ, I did want to talk to you about something, though.
Yeah, what's up?
Remember when I talked for a very, very long time about buying myself an Xbox 360?
Yes. Yeah,
I did it.
Air, which
it was on air.
We got that on air. Did we?
It's on. Oh yeah, it's in the podcast.
Awesome. I didn't get to the end of the podcast yet.
Oh yeah, it's at the end because it was before we started official.
Yeah.
I broke down and I was like, you know what? On that beautiful day outside that I had mentioned before, we went to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Well, that was an accident, but I guess it fits.
It's okay. You could definitely catch me outside that day because it was so nice. But yep. How about that? But I need to say, I'm trying to fit that in as many times as I can in this podcast because I kind of obsessed over that meme this week. I had decided to buy it, and we had talked about the Xbox S, not the Elite is the right one. They want the Slim.
Yeah.
The mine was manufactured in 2011. So GameStop, $100 for that, for the 250 gig one.
Yep.
I got it back, plugged it in, it had to do like a system update, and it red ringed immediately.
Serious?
Immediately. Like literally, I got nothing done before it red ringed, which I thought was fun. So I took it back. And it was the guy who... I'm trying to think here. Okay, so not first, but the guy who was there, I don't know, whatever. He just took it back and he was like, it didn't work. And I was like, yeah, it just was dead. Like, it could boot up, which is probably why they didn't have problems with it, whoever tested it, but, like, it clearly didn't work because... As soon as it tried to update, I think the hard drive was dead because it said could not read hard drive. So I have a feeling it would boot up fine, and then once it tried to install an update on a hard drive, it died. So, and then you couldn't do anything with it because it was trying to get to the hard drive where the update was installed to.
Of course.
So I took it back, and then the guy was there, and he was like, "Oh, that sucks. All right, well, we have another one back here." And then he was like, all right, but I'm going to test this one in the store so you don't go home and find it's busted too and then go. So he tested it. I thought you guys tested those when you got them. I guess not, because the one I had...
here's as far as we can get with what we got in the store. So we take the system, we basically check the controller, button inputs, doesn't look nasty, whatnot. make sure the system can read a game, make sure it boots up, make sure it's got parental controls taken off. Basically everything that a technician wouldn't do.
Yeah.
Because we can't hire 6,000 technicians apparently.
Yeah.
Which fair enough, but that's why we have the 30-day guarantee. There's going to be stuff that's going to slip by the cracks, or you're going to get people like me who just call everything defective. But I'd rather do that than, I'd rather trust the product I sell, and that's the direction
For sure.
That's the direction I go. But so anyway, how you like your 360?
Well, the second one he tried was like, I don't like the way that this one's booting up. It was taking forever to load that main menu. And so he was like, all right. And then he grabbed the third one, which was the 500 gig one. This guy had an Irish accent too, which I thought was interesting. The guy who worked at said GameStop. He's the man.
Off air, I just want to know which GameStop. You don't tell me that.
That's fine. He's the manager there, and he was just like, oh shit, we don't have any more of the 250s. I'll give you a 500 for the same price, just for your trouble. And so, because it was only $20 more, so he was just like, you came back here. I want to make sure you have one that works. And he's like, so the ones that you brought didn't have I have a little thing saying who checked them or whatever, like a little mark. The two that he had tried. The one that I had tried, the one he had tried, had no names on there, no signature sign off. And he was like, "Yeah, we get these sent in from other stores, and so nobody checked this very well." So, but then he was like, "This one's got my name on it, so I know this one works. So I'm going to give you this one. I'm going to give you one of the new controllers that we had. One of the three had a new controller in it. So he gave me that, and it was just like, here you go. And that one works great. And I have played through most of Beatles Rock Band. My Rock Band instruments worked. Nice. I forgot that back in the olden times of consoles, you need to have a ton of AA batteries in your house, which I did not have. Those Rock Band guitars take 3 AAs.
Yep.
Those fucking assholes, an odd number of batteries. You bastards! They should have just done 4. I would much rather have it take 4 than 3.
To play that at some point.
Oh yeah, dude, it's all set up. I got all my old Rock Band stuff. I got I haven't brought
it's been so long since I've played a Rock Band game.
I haven't brought the drums up, but I have a full set. I got a Guitar Hero
No,
guitar.
You don't need the drums for Beatles Rock Band.
Yeah, you do.
It's just Ringo. It's just Ringo.
Ringo is actually Ringo's a good drummer, man. Is what you find out when you play Beatles Rock Band. You like to give him shit, though.
I'd like to give him shit because we're close personal friends, Ringo and I. So he's listening to this right now. Yeah. No, he's a really underrated drummer. He's simple, but effective.
Yes.
And a lot of drummers are just too flourishy and over the top.
Mm-hmm. Or just bad. He was just good.
Too.
He was just there. He had his When I'm 64 song in Octopus Garden. So he had his fun little songs.
Hey guys, I wrote a song about an octopus. Okay, Ringo.
I believe John Lennon called Ringo's songs old granny music at one point.
No,
they were having
didn't he say that about McCartney's songs?
Oh, maybe he said about a song McCartney did. Oh, but then I think I don't know. Maybe he just was afraid to he didn't want to have a fight with Ringo. I guess maybe down upon already enough. They're like, I
remember in an interview they were asked if Ringo is the best drummer in the world, and they said he's not even the best drummer in the Beatles.
They like to give him shit, huh? But that game's awesome.
But he'll outlive the rest of them.
Real good.
He'll be the last one standing. So
yeah, I know. Holy cow! Yep. That is a great product though, Beatles Rock Band. So I have Rock Band 2, Beatles Rock Band. I have Guitar Hero 3 and Aerosmith and 5, which is where I got the guitar from. So I have a sick ass Aerosmith Guitar Hero guitar. Well, I got the whole setup. I got drums, 2 guitars.
Of the rock band genre.
Nah.
Man, that's sad.
I loved it. It was
the best party game.
Yeah, I mean, in those like 2008 to like 2010, so many Rock Band parties I went to. You know what I mean? Like it was like I remember meeting new friends from playing Rock Band. Like I had met people online.
College, it was always like, oh, welcome, the kegs in the kitchen, the Rock Band's in the other room.
Yeah, we got, or even before Rock Bands, like we got Guitar Hero on the TV, so everyone can take turns playing Guitar Hero. You know, and
Wii bowling.
It's like
now
over
everybody
now.
will be playing 1-2 Switch.
I know, which actually looks pretty fun from what I've seen.
So, one of the nice things about Rock Band 3 specifically, is
I need to get 3.
You know, you can play that with 7 people.
Yeah.
Essentially, you turn the vocals onto karaoke mode, so that they don't get a player number.
Yeah.
But then you're able to do both guitars, keys, and drums with the 3 vocals.
Like Rock Band Polyphonic Spree Edition.
Yeah, for sure. Like Beatles, you can do the triple vocals, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
But I kind of want to get Rock Band 3. I wish that you could get that keyboard accessory because that's really neat.
You can find them online pretty easily.
Yeah.
And in a pinch, if you don't want to find one of those,
you
take any MIDI keyboard, keyboard with a MIDI out, and get one of those MIDI Pro adapters.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I've got one of those.
I have a MIDI keyboard that weighs about 1,000 pounds, so it's full size.
Well, that's like a stage piano.
It's not going to work. If I had a little MIDI keyboard, I could try that. Otherwise, I kind of want that accessory because like it's like a keytar. Like I kind of want the keytar. That's awesome. But I'll probably buy Rock Band 3 for $360 because that can't be that expensive. Because I don't have that one. Because it's pretty much going to just be my Rock Band machine because I love Rock Band.
So you're saying I could bring my keytar and use that as a Rock Band controller?
If it has a MIDI out.
Yeah, it does.
Because you just have to buy the MIDI adapter and then it just plugs into your Xbox. What does it have to adapt to? USB.
Oh, I've got one of those.
So the MIDI Pro adapter is a specific accessory for Rock Band.
Oh, okay.
And then you hook it up with a MIDI cord, just MIDI to MIDI.
MIDI Pro adapter, PS4. There's none of that. I just like that. Like that's a Google search term. It's like no.
PS3,
Unfortunately,
360, and Wii, and I have it for Wii.
Oh, what? You have it for Wii? What's wrong with you?
Someone gave me the Rock Band stuff for Wii. And let's just say I acquired Rock Band 3 for Wii. And I'm like,
it fell off the truck.
I've got Rock Band 1 and Rock Band 2, so I just wanted Rock Band 3 as well. I wanted to do keyboards, so I tried that out. And, it's so good. It's so much fun.
I'll probably just buy the wireless keyboard, though, because it sounds like the wireless keyboard's $30 on Amazon.
Yep.
That's not so bad. And it looks like a little keytar, so... And actually, it functions as a MIDI keyboard, correct?
It does.
It's got a MIDI out.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I might just buy it for that. Like, you can plug that into any MIDI sequencer.
It's 2 octaves, right? I think it's just 2 octaves, right?
Looks like 2 octaves. But that's fun. That's enough for pop songs.
I think it's a C3 to C5.
That's fun though. God, that's awesome, man. Rock Band was so good. Like,
should I bring Rock Band 4 up at my Xbox One when I come up?
If you want, man.
I've got Band in a box of the original, and then I've got the additional guitar because I got that for free with the expansion.
Nice.
So.
It just sucks that like it's going to be kind of hard to continue rock banding soon. Like the accessories are just going to slowly get harder and harder to find. You know, I think.
Yeah.
As time goes by, like right now, Rock Band 3, like the Fender Pro guitar looks really sick. It's only for the Wii. It's only $50. What the fuck? The Xbox 360 was $150 because I'm sure that was the more popular console. Now I kind of wish I would have bought more of these accessories just so I have some backups, but I'll be fine. Live and let live, as they once said. Oh, they did put it out on Xbox One. I didn't realize Rock Band... Oh, Rock Band 4, not Rock Band 3. Sorry. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm trying to get back into, like, Rock Band because it was, like, a really fun game. I played that Guitar Hero game we had mentioned. Oh, Guitar Hero Van Halen. I might buy that right now. $7. Brand new.
There we go.
I like... There's some good Van Halen songs, right? Anyway... The band specific rock or Guitar Hero games are fine. So Guitar Hero Van Halen, baby. There's a Metallica one.
I'd want to get Green Day Rock Band.
Yeah.
Green Day Rock Band, yeah.
Oh, I've never played that one. Yeah, but I'll probably end up just buying a bunch of these Guitar Hero and Rock Band games because I'm way into it now. Back into it, and then I'll not. But it just kind of sucks because now with the new consoles, it just doesn't really transfer over. You know, like I bought all this stuff, and I'm not going to buy another full set of instruments. You know, I can't justify that. So
for Rock Band, you don't have to. You just need an adapter.
I know, but I don't have. I need to buy an Xbox One, basically, which I don't have.
You've got plenty of time.
I got plenty of time.
You got plenty of time. Save your money for right now and get it when you get it.
That's true. Rock Band. Yeah, so that was my odyssey. I eventually got one that worked, and the GameStop person was very helpful when I had to return, so... All went well, other than the initial broken ass fucking 360. I was just like, this bodes well for this decision, but it works well. I'm gonna keep playing more, so maybe Matt, I'll have to have you over and we'll have a Rock Band night. I'll have to get all of my accessories out of storage now, though.
Yes, all of them.
My living room. I don't need fucking plastic instruments all over everything.
What else do you got a living room for?
That's true. That's when you're an adult. Like, when you're an adult without kids, you're just like, fuck yeah. You're right. Why not fill my living room full of game accessories?
Yeah, my living room is full of, like, woodworking tools and Vive sensors.
Yeah.
And some books.
Yeah. Well, your living room is basically empty. It's like a Vive space.
Yeah. It's getting more cluttered, though, so I have to keep an eye on that. Not let it get out of control. Not let it interfere with my vibing.
Yep. God, this is like Van Halen songs. Do I want this Van Halen Rock Band? I guess it's only $7. I mean, just don't go out for lunch one day. I'll cover it. That's some good games anyway. I want to read a review. This person says, let's jump for Guitar Hero Van Halen. In 2009, he wrote this.
Get it? Because Jump is the name of a song.
No. I just really want to read... He has got some crazy... Okay. His pluses. The band doesn't look extremely deformed, which is good. They all look at least passable and or decent. This is very important that the band looks good. David Lee Roth is pretty interactive. He really gets into the music and makes it seem all the more fun, especially during Jump. You can play a song more than once and not get sick of it. This guy's a Van Halen. I've played at least each Van Halen song twice, some over 10 times, and I still love them. It's just like interesting. Like, this guy knows way more about Van Halen than I'll never do. No Michael Anthony, Wolfgang made the whole bass career look unappealing. Like, it's just like, okay, whatever. So I don't know. I'm gonna buy this. It's got Jump, right? Can you buy that outside of? Oh no, this is Guitar Hero. It's probably in Rock Band though, isn't it?
Probably.
I don't know.
mean,
there's like 100 million songs in Rock Band.
About 1,700.
Yeah, I know. Which is crazy to think like they have that much capability. Let's see here. But that's my Rock Band Odyssey. I'll talk more about next week. We'll see what happens and how many games I buy. Maybe I'll have to go to like Pre-Played or GameStop and buy some more used Rock Band games.
Oh, Pre-Played. That's a story I haven't heard about in a while.
I know. Pre-Played Madison.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
That's a name I haven't heard in a long time. Yes, young Padawan.
If you decide to go online with that, let me know. I'll get out one of my USB microphones and grab a game we can play online.
Oh yeah, shit! I didn't think about that. You can play those games online.
Yep.
Yeah, you could, oh man, I played through the original Beatles Rock Band online with a friend. That was really fun. We kind of went through the whole game. Got the Day Tripper achievement for beating it all in 24 hours. So, what's next on our list of tippy topics? Matt, do you know what time we're at? Do you have a timer set?
No.
Good.
We're about an hour in.
Yeah, we're about an hour in.
We're about
all
an
right.
hour in. We're about
Thank you.
an hour in.
Matt,
Yes.
what's this Pop-Tarts article you have?
Did you know that Kellogg's about a year ago opened a cereal bar in New York?
Okay, that's yep. The cereal bars were like a thing
And,
for a while.
Well, now they have like a 1 week long, I guess, special or maybe art installation or something.
Okay.
Where they've got a bunch of horrifying Pop-tart monstrosities that are dressed up.
Oh, this
to look
sounds
like
good.
Other foods like tacos and pizzas and burritos and things, but they're all like sugary. They're all like Pop-tart flavored. They just
You can
look like
eat
other
them.
Things. Yeah, you can order them,
Oh.
and they're like $8 or $9 a pop or something. I think that's sort of or $8 to $12 per Pop-tart based entree.
Yeah, they have a picture here of tacos using chopped cookies and cream Pop-Tarts as the filling. Frosting for the sour cream, and it looks like the tomatoes are some candy, and yeah, all right. I'd eat it, Matt. You would not
I'd
eat
it.
Oh
I would
yeah,
feel
dude.
horrible afterwards. but I would-
Pop-Tarts are the best. All right, we need a straw poll. Best Pop-Tart, go.
S'mores. Done.
Matt?
Chocolate something. I don't know if it's just chocolate or if it's got a special name.
Yeah, I know what one you're talking about though, like the chocolate filling one, like the chocolate.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
it's like
that's a good
chocolate
one, too.
cake too with like white
Yeah.
powdered sugar on it.
I think my favorite. I love the s'mores, TJ. That's up there for me. But I think my favorite's just the classic, brown sugar cinnamon. I love the classic
That's
brown
good,
sugar
too.
cinnamon
See, that
because
was okay.
because it feels like I'm eating something healthier somehow.
Brown sugar and cinnamon feels like something
Yeah.
healthier.
I don't know. There's brown sugar and cinnamon and oatmeal, and that's healthy.
Not if it's full of brown sugar. Like oatmeal by itself is healthy. Oatmeal with maybe some fruit is healthy. Brown sugar pretty much makes everything unhealthy.
Oh, brown sugar makes everything delicious, is what it does.
Frosted
That is true.
blueberry is definitely up there, though.
Frosted blueberry? Oh yeah.
Red velvet's good. You guys haven't tried that one? That one's really good.
They
Is
have
that a new-
Does it
is that a
have a
new
cream
flavor?
cheese filling?
Yes. It's good.
When did Pop-Tarts
don't like
become breakfast Oreos?
Yeah, they basically are though.
That's
Like
what
they.
they've always been. It started off as breakfast Fig Newtons, now it's breakfast Oreos.
I love breakfast Fig Newtons. I'm not a big fan of Fig Newtons, the plain kind.
I don't like figs.
No.
I don't like figs either. Gosh, everyone's all into figs. What about dates?
I like
No,
dates.
bad dates.
Bad dates, or I don't got no dates, aka John's sophomore year of college. And bring that one back in there.
Ugh.
Ain't got no dates. I don't know. This seems pretty neat. I love a little Pop-Tart. They got some
Strips
crazy
of Pop-Tarts
flavors.
become chili cheese fries as reimagined by Pop-Tarts Cafe. They're covered in, I guess that's frosting, but it looks like Cheese Whiz.
It does. All right, you guys want to hear some really crazy new Pop-Tart flavors? Because there's a billion new ones here.
Yeah, I didn't
Matt?
know that this was a thing.
Would you like to try root beer flavored Pop-Tarts?
No.
A&W frosted root beer?
I think I've seen those
I
at
need
the store, and they made me dry heave immediately.
I'm reading Delish.com's review here of the weirdest ones. They taste tested them. They said it's like dipping a chocolate cookie in an ice cream float.
I'm fine with
Why
that.
would it be chocolate?
Because it's chocolate flavoring, like
But
pastry.
it's root beer.
Well, they said the root beer filling is so flavorful it almost tastes fizzy on your tongue. They're like, it's not bad. They're like, apparently the other soda flavor is Orange Crush.
Yes, I've seen that
Yeah.
one too, and it looks horrifying.
I feel like that would be
Oh,
less
oh,
weird than root beer.
'Cause
But
I don't like
apparently this ranks higher for them. They didn't like it as much.
I
I'm
would've
not a
thought
big
that
fan of
Orange Crush
artificial
tasted like
orange
creamsicle.
flavors.
I actually like artificial orange flavor more than regular orange flavor. So
I'm that way with banana.
I definitely do.
Artificial banana is way better than actual banana.
whoa, really?
Yeah.
I'm the opposite on that.
I heard, I
Uh,
don't know if this is true or not, but I heard that the reason artificial banana doesn't taste anything like actual bananas is because it was based on a different strain of banana than our current strain. That
Yes,
would,
that is
clone for
crazy.
everything.
Mm-hmm. So banana candy probably tastes like what bananas used to taste like 60 years ago. Huh. Interesting. Watermelon Pop-Tarts.
No.
Oh, dear God, no. I don't even like watermelon flavor that much to begin with.
No.
Like artificial. Like watermelon Jolly Ranchers, which is what they said this tastes like.
Is pumpkin spice on this list?
No, I'm getting there. We'll see. Hot fudge sundae.
That
good.
sounds good.
Yeah, they said there's cocoa, vanilla. It tastes
Lots
a little
of
ice creamy.
tannins.
They didn't try and put banana in there to make like a banana split. It's just fudge
Do
and
they have
ice
a
cream
bananas
flavor.
Foster?
I'm getting there. Blue raspberry frosted.
Maybe.
They said it tastes like Airheads. Very sugary and blue.
Sounds pretty bad.
They said it tastes fun though. It's in their top half. We got some weird ones coming up. So, chocolate chip cookie dough.
That sounds
Sounds
pretty good.
delish. I would eat it.
They said this sounds great. This sounds like it's bad because you know what you're talking about, like prepackaged eggless cookie dough. You know,
Yeah,
like,
but that's
and
good.
stuff.
I love
Yeah, but oftentimes it's like kind of gritty and like like very tough. There's
Yeah.
like the way that this filling works is nice and melty and gooey. So basically, and this isn't super stuffed. I guess there wasn't enough filling for them. They wanted like a super stuffed version. All right, you want a weird one? PB&J strawberry.
Nope.
I would
They
eat it.
love this one.
I can't do
Better
jelly.
than even better than the sandwich.
I would prefer the grape jelly, but
Yeah, me
I would
too.
still eat this one.
I'm gonna throw one out for the spitballing ideas at the board meeting. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Pop-Tart. It's chocolate
I don't think that exists,
cake
but it
I know,
needs
but it
to
should.
exist.
with like
Yeah.
peanut butter filling.
Yeah.
I'm just
Oh,
like
yeah.
envisioning this world where Reese's and Pop-Tarts and Oreos and Lay's all get together and like mix all of their shit together in a big key party bowl, and then everyone goes
Well-
home with a random snack.
They could do peanut butter chocolate without calling it Reese's, because they could just call it
They
a
could.
chocolate silk.
Okay.
And do that mix.
The wild exclamation point berry. The wild
For a long
delicious
time.
wild berry. That's not that weird of a flavor. That's been around. And they basically said this is the strawberry filling Pop-Tart to the next level. It's like more sugary because it has like raspberry flavor in it as well.
I think I like that more as a kid than I do now.
Yeah.
It's just a bit too sweet for me.
All right. And their number one weirdest one, a.k.a. pumpkin spice everything season, is the pumpkin pie Pop-Tart.
I've eaten that.
And they said it tastes
good, though.
really good heated up. Yeah. They're like,
this
is really good.
Would work.
Yeah. Like, one of my favorite things about McDonald's is in the holiday seasons, they get that pumpkin pie instead of apple pies. Yeah, they do, and they're good. But you know what's even better than the pumpkin pie? This hashtag hack the menu section, quick.
Hashtag
hack the menu. Get it out there. The Christmas season, McDonald's gets custard pies. Those are fucking awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they have a little custard inside and they're hot. Custard, you get 2 for $1. I don't know if that's the case anymore, but it was. Okay, we got some
sprinkles and frosting on them and stuff.
Yes, well, not frosting, but sprinkles.
Sprinkles, yeah.
Check this out. All right, Thrillist also has another list with more on it. Printed Fun Gingerbread. So these were gingerbread ones that, and then basically, the filling was basically just frosting. You know, like you would get on top.
I like soft gingerbread, so yeah.
Okay, we talked about red velvet. Okay, there's a Gone Nutty Pop-Tarts. Because there's a Gone Nutty PB&J strawberry, and there's a Gone Nutty that's just peanut butter. Unfrosted as well. Bold move. It's just peanut butter in a filling. I like peanut butter. I like peanut butter on toast, so.
I'm a peanut butter fan.
Okay, and then you have your classic unfrosted blueberry, unfrosted strawberry. What do you feel about the unfrosted?
Depends on how I'm feeling.
You gotta have that frosting.
Better for you. Maybe.
There's
probably so much sugar in that filling it doesn't even matter, though.
Oh, Matt.
There's sugar in the pastry.
They were hearing you. They've ranked. This is the ranking of their Thrillist.com has a ranking of all the Pop-Tarts. We're getting up to some of the favorites now. Number 12, Gone Nutty! Exclamation points. Chocolate peanut butter. So they're like, this is like the Reese's peanut butter cup. And they're like, you know what?
There it is.
These taste more like Reese's Pieces, but it's an admirable try. And then they also have their classic blueberry in their top like half. Starting to get to the good ones. Here's the one I think you're thinking of, Matt. The classic chocolate fudge.
Yeah,
that's like the one with a little chocolate on the picture. That's a good one. That's chocolate on chocolate. That's classic.
That's the kind I would wake up in the morning of a camping trip and I would pull those open and kind of warm them up by the fire a little bit. And just chomp into them.
Let's see here. We've got cookies and cream, which is the Oreos one. Like the not Oreos one. I like that. I've had that one before. S'mores is in their top 10 out of the 27 varieties that they found. So there's a lot of different Pop-Tarts you can get. S'mores is good. Wildlicious Wildberry, of course. Raspberry, which I've never seen, but I guess exists.
I've seen it, yeah.
Classic. And then we're getting up to the classics here. Strawberry, number 6. Cherry. I actually really like the fruit Pop-Tart cherry. Like, that's a good filling. It's got a good tart cherry filling. Okay, here's a weird one. Chocolatey strawberry. Limited edition.
It's basically also an aphrodisiac.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, this is the romantic chocolate Pop-Tart. You know, you got your chocolate strawberry. And they said it actually goes together quite well.
And feed her some romantic chocolate strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Chocolate chip they had on the top. That one's basically the chocolate fudge one, but instead of a fudge outer layer, it is like a chocolate chip cookie outer layer, which is supposedly pretty good. And it's very heavily filled with chocolate goo. So, Wildlicious Wild Cherry. They said it's like basically the cherry regular one, but even more tasty. And their number one favorite is that blue raspberry one. They said it's like Nickelodeon like slime. blue Nickelodeon slime basically on the outside, but it's very tangy, very good. This is probably the worst thing you can serve your child for breakfast. So, but it tastes great. So yeah, Pop-tarts are like so unhealthy too. Like not even joking.
I mean, they're pastries. They're not. I mean, it's not like they're bread based.
It's like a donut. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's sweet though.
So that's your Pop-tart hour. Thank you, Matt, for bringing Pop-tarts into our lives.
No problem.
So let's talk about some positive news about the Nintendo Switch before we talk about some negative news. I had put this up a couple weeks ago, but Polygon.com had talked to the developer of Binding of Isaac, Tyrone Rodriguez, president of Nicholas, who has a bunch of Switch games planned, actually. They're a small developer. You know, a lot of indie games around until the Affordable Care Act goes away, and then nobody will be able to afford a developer anymore, so everyone will have to join game companies again.
Don't worry, they're caving on that because, well, they had 8 years of complaining and they didn't come up with shit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, totally. It's basically, put up or shut up now, and they don't have anything to put up, so we'll see. But anyway, he talked to the Switch and he said this is the most programmer-friendly game console I've worked on. Like, Nintendo, you know, you think they're not going to be super easy to work with, but they apparently, like, really worked hard to get things working for them. You know, like, and they're like, we're going to do way more Switch games, like, because they're just really easy to work with, and Nintendo's really reaching out. So that sounds, like, really good for the Switch in terms of, like, getting those downloadable titles, you know, and like the games that are, you know, like a lot of the games that you see that are really popular, they're like $20, you know, on Steam. That, you know, like Stardew Valley, like all these games, get that on the Switch, man. Like get that because like I think about it's like, oh, you know, I got all those games, but what's the Switch? It's a portable system, so like I could have a portable version of a lot of these awesome games I like. So, I mean, they need to get on that. So, get on that. But
the same reason why I think I'm doing NBA this year on the Switch, not on the Xbox.
Oh yeah.
Because I mostly do my career not online, so.
That's true. Yeah, you can. Oh, I love the NBA games. But let me. Oh, I don't have the original Rock Band. Oh, that costs too much. Sorry, I'm buying Rock Band Guitar Hero Van Halen. It's $7. All right. Okay. No. What was the other Switch news, TJ? Mr. Getting prepared for the Switch that's launching in less than not less than a week. A week and a day.
It's 169 hours from right now, my time.
All right.
Yeah. So. At launch, the Nintendo Switch will have no virtual console games.
That's correct.
Freaking kidding me.
Which is what I was worried about.
Yeah, I mean, with the fact they weren't talking about it, I was concerned. I was super concerned. I just thought it would be low counts from day one.
Yeah.
Not a no count. So discouraging, but, you know, I mean, keep in mind, we're also in the beta end of the online too. So there's a lot of, I think, structure and framework that we don't have set up for it. I don't work for Nintendo.
I know.
But I wish I did. I wish I could be that uncle that works at Nintendo.
Yeah. Oh, I got an uncle at Nintendo. He's he knows a lot.
He gets the games way before they come to America.
Yeah. So. He knows, dude, Ninja Gaiden, if you just go left instead of right at the start, there's a secret. Yeah.
Isn't there one of the levels?
I don't know, probably, but
I don't know.
That's what my uncle told me, and he works at Nintendo, so he would know. He's got all the hot cheat codes. Yeah, so like Virtual Console would be like one of the main reasons for me to like get a Switch day one, you know?
Yeah.
I would think, and it's just kind of like I guess I'll wait.
I
You know, like I was planning on waiting until the Mario game came out, but I don't know what they're gonna do. I mean, they did announce the Nintendo accounts this last week.
Yep.
So log onto your Nintendo account and reserve your username because that's
do it on the computer. I couldn't figure out how to do it on mobile.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it on PC.
And then the other thing, a lot of media YouTubers, all the people that they got advanced Switches. One thing that's been pretty prevalent amongst these early Switches is Joy-Con desyncing, where the Joy-Cons will lose sync with the console.
It sounds like that's only happening during, whatchamacallit? Only happening during the game of,
1-2 Switch?
no, Breath of the Wild. My God. I couldn't think of Zelda. What's wrong with me? It's because I have a cat here that is now distracting me. Zelda. Legend of Zelda.
One of the YouTubers I follow,
okay,
who is technically a Muppet. I don't know if you heard of Arlo.
Nope.
But he does a lot of Nintendo reviews, whatnot. He's just a generic blue Muppet and does Nintendo stuff. Awesome guy. He mentions, I don't care how many people try to downplay it. This Joy-Con desyncing thing is really bad, and it looks like a hardware issue. So,
yeah, a lot of people are like, you know what? We'll see when the day one patch comes out. I really hope that this is a software patchable thing, and if it is, then it's fine. Firmware update and we're good. But yeah, otherwise that could be really bad. Like, not good. Because like controller that can't connect, and people are like, yeah, it affected my game playing. Like I died because my controller disconnected. Like, yeah, it's not a good look for your console. How is this not fixed? Like, yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. I really wanted to be able to pre-order this thing, but it's just like there's just no games. Like I really wanted it, and like but like there's no virtual console. There's just so many like, yeah, maybe it'll be better, and so I'm gonna wait. I mean, I can play Wii U Zelda. I'm fine. Matt, you're just going to have to live without a Nintendo console for a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's looking less and less appealing as we go, so...
Yeah.
I'm sure by the time the holiday season comes around, I'll be just like, I won't care anymore.
Well, it's kind of the problem they had with the Nintendo Classic Edition, which, like we talked about, you still can't find.
Yeah, like
how?
I want that.
How?
Also, I just don't care anymore. Like, you missed your window, Nintendo.
Speaking of Nintendo and YouTubers, did you watch the newest video that Jim Sterling put out, DJ?
Yes. Yeah, I watched that one.
The piracy and Nintendo missive that he gave, which was basically like, it's okay to pirate Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Which his argument is they don't respect copyright law, so why should you respect them? Because he's talking about how they deal with YouTube, and Matt, you know about how Nintendo deals with YouTube, don't you?
Yeah. I recently noticed our Nintendo Switch live coverage had a whole bunch of copyright strikes against it.
Mm-hmm.
Not strikes, content ID flags.
Yes, content ID flags. Just strike is a bad thing.
Different. Yeah.
Whereas an ID flag is just like a little slap on the wrist. So, yeah, they just they claim everything, even though it's fair use. They don't care about, that. They try and take money from streamers, and people, even if it is fair use and they shouldn't have to pay. So why should you care about their copyright? And then you saw that the ROM that they found in the virtual console for the DS, I think. You heard about this, right, TJ? The virtual console ROM. Somebody looked into it, and it had.
It was the virtual console ROM for Super Mario Bros., which is the one that they use on all 3 virtual consoles.
Okay, so it's all 3 virtual consoles.
And, Wii U, and 3DS.
Yeah,
It has an NES header, which was something that was developed specifically for that NES ROM format.
Correct.
The person who developed that format. So it's not something that Nintendo had. So there's no reason it would have been in a virtual console game had they not downloaded a game off the internet to sell it to you.
Correct. So literally, what they think, I mean, there's no way to prove this clearly, but that hash and in the code is in every like ROM version on all these like hotroms.com websites, and it's also in that version of the game. So they didn't have a copy, or someone was too lazy to actually rip one fresh. You know what I mean? They just went to a fucking ROM website and downloaded a ROM.
That's really funny.
And are selling it to you. And it's like, oh my God. Like, they're just the gall of their, like, just, they don't care. Like, at all. About people. About their customers. You know what I mean? Having people rebuy games on new consoles. It's just kind of like, I understand it. You know what I mean? And he of course does and I'm going to say the exact same thing. You shouldn't pirate anything, but it's really easy to if you want to, but you shouldn't. But it's like really easy to. Like, you know, like you can go to lots of websites. They'll just walk you through everything. It's really easy to do. I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm saying if you wanted to.
You use the phrase, it's 100% morally okay and justified for you to do this. Now, I am not telling you that you can do this.
Correct.
Or the fact that there are, super, super easy step-by-step ways on how to do this.
Yes.
But it is morally okay if you chose to do it.
Yes. So, yeah. Yeah, Nintendo's always bothered me with that shit. They're so aggressive with copyright protection to the point where they're like, basically like, if you were to take them to court, which you can't, you know what I mean? Because you're someone who doesn't have a big law firm like Nintendo, you could take them to court and be like, hey, this is fair use. You can't take money from my copyright. Like, videos where I use some of your copyrighted imagery in the background because this is fair use. You could take them to court and probably win, in a good... in the correct world, of what most people think copyright law is, you could probably win, but nobody's going to do that. So, you know what? Fuck them. Download their games because they're breaking the law right now, because the YouTube's on their side. So why should you care about breaking the law? And those games aren't, like, half the games aren't even sold. You know what I mean? Like, most of the games I download, which, I don't do because it's illegal. But if I were to download
but it's super easy if you wanted to.
But it's super easy if I want to. But most of the ones I get are stuff you can't buy anywhere. Like it's just gone. It needs to be there for game preservation. You know what I mean? Like that's a big deal. Yeah. So it just kind of sucks Nintendo's dicks about it. And now the virtual console is not even going to exist on their new console. So, and if I wanted to buy a fucking NES Classic, which I kind of want to play games, I can't because you can't fucking buy one still. I mean, it's crazy. NES Classic price watch.
I'm gonna guess it's around 130. Just ballpark off the top of my head.
130?
Yeah.
Matt, can I get your guess before you look it up?
145.
Ooh. 125. 500 lists on whatchamacallit, on eBay. So 150 on Amazon right now. So I fucking hate this shit. Like Ravenholm Electronics. I hate Raven Home Electronics. Can I leave them a negative review even though I haven't bought anything from them, just saying that they scalped a bunch of NES Classic Editions? Fucking Nintendo. At least I think with the Switch they made it so it was like basically really hard to scalp, correct?
Well, it's also not going to be that. It's not going to be that hard to find.
Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot of the GameStops are going to have walk-in copies.
Yeah.
But Nintendo specifically said that they were really ramping up production so they could get to that, like so they could have some walk-ins available as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For a while, I think.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I think they were going to have bundles, but like the walk-in bundles make sense because there's, like what's one of the bundles was like the Switch, Zelda, and a Pro controller. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty much what I would buy. $420. I was like, all right. Like, okay. But yeah, that's a lot of money when you think about it.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right. Boy, do we have anything else to talk about, guys? I have my... Technically, nah. Oh, you want to do a koozie? Is that what you want? Because I got it.
One. If you got one.
I got it. All right, we'll do koozie, and then I'm going to talk about a science corner thing.
Okay.
All right, koozie. You can hit me up. All right, let's get a copyright strike for the Ashokan farewell. I kind of want to do these with Adam here.
We just have to talk.
Happen.
We have to talk over it enough that they don't flag it.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what we're gonna do.
Sup, coos. To the ooze. This is 5/24/04. Ooh, pitch bent. I heard that.
Just trying to thwart those copyright robots.
What an eventful 2 days. This is me trying to get into a habit of doing something. Well, my court of honor went well. D.A., who was a teacher at my high school, did a good job. He told a very entertaining story. Mr. Stackpole, my old scout leader from Monroe, showed up for it. He told an interesting story about me and canoeing, about the time I almost drowned. I had lots of fun almost drowning. No. I had lots of fun, I said. Baccalaureate was good. Annie sang a beautiful solo. She has the best high school singing voice I ever heard. Not much else happened Sunday. This is high school aged John coming up here. Today, I woke up at 12:39 p.m.
You son of a bitch.
And headed to Monroe to fill out paperwork for work. I'm a telemarketer at Charlton Group, which doesn't exist anymore, I don't think. It is cool. Adam Ham and I will be working together. It'll be fun. Work in Monroe will be interesting. I'm working 30 hours a week, because of course that's all any fucking place ever schedules anyone for, so you can't get health insurance. Sorry, that was me editorializing. I'm going to Edgewood to sign up for classes. I'm looking forward to it. Well, Koozie, I bid you adieu. I have a list here. Computer for college. Dell, custom-built Alienware. And I have Dell checked off. Dude, I got a Dell. I can't wait for my new computer/laptop. Let's see here. I will do it. I will ask her out before Saturday. If I say it enough, I'll do it. No, I didn't do it. But we will find that out. I was smart about it because I assumed she was going to say no, so I didn't. And she would have, 100%. And yeah, I'll tell the
definitely not take any of the shots because you'll miss Wayne Gretzky.
I know, but like, did Wayne Gretzky tell one about like hitting a shot and then being trapped in a horrible, super conservative religious relationship?
I don't know.
Because that's what I was dodging. I learned that a little bit later, I think, that summer. I was like, huh, never mind. It turned me off. A little too crazy. Anyway, that's enough koozie. We'll do another entry in the future. How about that? So I found this one this is the wasp species. Named after Set. And I don't have the... They didn't write the genus name. Well, whatever. Set. S-E-T. Named after the Egyptian god of evil and mayhem, Set. So you know it's a good animal coming at you, and it's been named after an old Egyptian... Yeah. It's also known colloquially as the Crypt Keeper wasp. And boy, is it fucked up. So what happens in the southeastern United States? So these live in the south. They lay their egg within the small wooden compartments of a different wasp species named the gall wasp, which build nests inside live sand oak trees. When the egg hatches, the larva digs into the other wasp. Not the other wasp's lair, digs into the other wasp and takes control of its brain, compelling it to tunnel out of the tree, which the Crypt Keeper larva wouldn't be able to do itself. In a final cruel twist, the larva then causes its host to punch out a hole not quite big enough for it to escape, but big enough for the larva to escape. And the larva pops out and eats the bug and pops out of its head into the world. So, yeah, nature is fucked up. They actually talked about...
fucked up.
Yes. They actually talked about... But I mean, like, this is like a behavior that was, like, built over thousands of years of evolution. Like, this is just... the easiest way from that. Like, it just blows my mind how crazy some of these species are. When you talk about cowbirds, how they lay their eggs in other birds' nests and have the other birds take care of them because the other birds are too stupid to realize that this giant egg isn't their egg. Like, and they have a... If you see, like, cowbird nests or cowbirds in nests, it's hilarious because they'll just be this giant brown bird and these two little tiny bluebird babies. And it's like the mother's feeding all three, you know? It's like, oh my God. Like, clearly. Like, Jesus. Yeah. Steve, get the fuck off there. He's on the balcony. He's going to jump off. Fucking 20 feet down. I like this Kelly Weinersmith, researcher at Rice University, says, that's what I love about parasite manipulation about host behavior. They said so many of the stories that you uncover are just as cool as the coolest science fiction movie. Yeah. So, anyway, yeah. So that's a creepy species. You know, you've heard of the fungus that takes over ants. You know, like all these things. This is a horrible monster thing.
Cricket suicide worm.
All sorts of terrible things, and this is just a not newly discovered species because they've known the wasp, but they just discovered the mechanism for the larva, and it's horrible. So that's pretty crazy. So awesome. Another thing. MST3K coming out in April on Netflix.
Nice.
Do you remember when I ranted about MST3K coming back and me hating it? And then now it's on Netflix. So awesome.
No Mike though.
No Mike. It is all new cast. So that's pretty awesome though. I'm looking forward to the new MS23Ks. Dropping on Netflix. Great spot for them. Netflix is really amping it up, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
You see they got that Scorsese movie?
Yeah.
Like what? How is that not picked up by some film distributor? Like, we're talking about like a De Niro, like, is the star. Like, how is this not? Anyway, that's Netflix though. You know, they're throwing the money around.
Got so much money to throw at everything.
Yeah. Do you have a lot of money to throw at? Speaking of a lot of money to throw at everything, let's take a look at my portfolio. I'm kidding. I don't got shit. all of that money is in a 401k that I can't touch until I'm retired. So it doesn't count. I'm just gonna see how long I can go without talking.
That's fine, I got this.
This has been Born in the 80s, episode 254. I'm your host, John Rowe. I was joined by Matt Haig and TJ May. And go to bornintheeighties.net and email bitecast@gmail.com and partyplatypus.com. And
leave a comment, like, comment, subscribe, Facebook.
Join our Facebook group.
Join our Facebook. Join our Club Penguin Club.
We're gonna start a flash mob down at the quad.
All right. 5-second meme corner. Did you guys hear about the Club Penguin speedruns?
Yes, Matt. Have you heard about the Club Penguin speedrun?
Only by name, and I didn't know what the hell they were, so I didn't click on them.
Okay. The whole speedrun was how quickly can we go from starting to make an account to getting banned. And one of the first ones that kind of got posted was about 1:20, and then they got sub 1 minute. I think it's down to like 36 seconds because you have to set up an account, you have to get a verification email sent to your parents' email address. You gotta click that link, log in, and then now there's a manipulation that allows you to get to the chat window before you get to the tutorial window.
Oh, nice.
Basically, all you have to do is say the word fuck twice, and then you're banned. That's it.
Yeah, basically, they're like moderation, because it's like a kid-friendly thing, is so tight. Because it's Disney, right? Owns it?
I don't remember. But
I think it's Disney. Or like Disney's like game thing owns it. So, yeah, they ban people real quick. So... yeah, looking forward to that. Looking forward to my speed runs of that. I don't know. There'll be a new Saturday Night Bite coming out soon. Planning on recording another one this
Amazon
weekend.
Expedition.
All right, a new Amazon Expedition. That's our show. We're tentatively every Friday night at 10 p.m. Central Time.
Unless I have a hot date or something.
Yeah, unless he's got a hot
basically
date
every
or...
Friday night at 10.
Ouch.
Oh,
Anyway,
hey, self-deprecation.
Yeah. Speaking of having no dates on Friday nights, that's John's sophomore year of college.
Heyo.
Heyo. Okay. Yeah, let's go to bed because it's late. Thanks for tuning in on Twitch. Thanks for moderating whatever comment happened here. I don't know who did that. What was it?
You can click it, I think.
Oh, it says message deleted now.
Can I click it? Yeah, I can click it.
Was it a penis?
No, it was just the phrase, I need help. My girlfriend saw me eating a banana with my butt and left. What do I tell her?
Just live in your truth.
Yeah, man. This is my life now.
My life.
Anyway.
It's now or never. And I ain't gonna live forever.
Yes. We gotta end.
Yep.
Yeah,
Goodbye,
let's
everybody.
get out of here. Shit happens.
Oh,
I'm gonna get
man.
some new hardware and
No, it's
hopefully
me.
that'll solve some stuff.
Oh, man, it's TJ. God damn it, guys. Seriously. I
It's a
can't
good
stop
start to the
burping.
show.
I can't stop burping.
Did you drink the fizzy lifting
welcome-
drink?
You've drank fizzy lifting drinks. Oh, God.
It's a good thing we
Welcome
didn't
to
have
Burp
any of
in the
that other
80s.
shit recorded because this is the good bloopers.
This is recorded.
This is now.
Yeah.
That other
Wait,
part
the other
wasn't.
stuff wasn't?
It was for a while, and
in
then it
between.
wasn't. It's very complicated. It's highly technical.
Okay. I don't understand it, but I'll take your word for it, Captain Sauce.
Welcome to Burp in the 80s, episode 54.
Hey-oh.
Guys, I'm serious though. I'm having a really bad problem with this burping right now. I can't.
Just get it all out of your system in one big one before we start
One
going.
big burp. I'm a pretty...
Just don't make it a chunky one, though.
I'm a pretty prolific belcher. So, I mean, I can belch with the best of them.
This is high-class entertainment.
Man, I'm stuck on this level of this Flash game.
Stop playing goddamn Flash games.
You're still playing it.
Record a podcast.
We're not
it's almost
recording
over.
because Matt was like, Twitch is
No,
dead.
we're recording, and we have 13 viewers, and we're super famous now.
I've
now
already
viewers.
been... Oh, sweet. A rodenticide laboratory
What
supervisor
the
job.
hell are you even talking about?
Sorry. I'm just checking out my... Oh, man. I updated my resume on a bunch of websites, and I have a million, people just emailing me about bullshit now.
Welcome
It's
to
nice
the world.
to feel wanted. What'd you say?
Welcome to the world.
Yeah, but they're emailing me hey, do you want to be an insurance salesman?
Do you want
Do
an
you want
entry-level
to be?
sales position?
We can promise you $90,000 over 3 years. I'm
Depending
okay,
on-
that's not a lot of money. Plus commission, which I wouldn't make because I'd probably be terrible at that job. Matt, how do I sound? Let's get levels, Matt.
You sound fine.
Says-
Everyone sounds fine. I just listened while you were talking about whatever you were talking about.
Oh, so you weren't listening to what I was talking about, so how do you know I'm fine?
There was something about applications and
That's true. Apps and taps.
sales.
Endless apps
Figures, CPS,
on your chilies.
reports.
Okay, I have a
Hey,
question.
should we start the show?
Yes.
We are the
Welcome
show.
to Born in the 80s. Oh, by the way, we didn't do a proper intro last time.
Didn't we?
Kind of did.
No, because I did a proper intro, and then Matt was crackling, so he reset to the buffer or whatever.
We
And
did an
then-
intro after that, though.
Did we?
It's in there.
Yeah. That was in
I
the
was
part
skipping
that
around and I
listened
couldn't
to.
find it. And I didn't want to cut the stuff out that we were talking about, so I just left it in.
It was only
Yeah.
5 minutes in?
Okay. Let's do a real intro. So everyone be quiet, because I'm going to do it right now.